The basic gameplay involves two teams playing a game of volleyball, and the aim is to hit the ball into the opposing team's goal. But instead of using their hands to hit the ball, they shoot the ball with guns. Each team consists of a keeper and a striker. The keeper sits in a fixed position while the striker is able to move left and right and can also jump in the air. The keeper is able to fire bullets that spread and cover more area, whilst the striker fires single bullets. As you can tell, each character has their pros and cons, so hopefully one of the two will match your playstyle. Now, I forgot to mention, you can't just fire your gun as much as you want. After each shot you take, there is a brief cooldown period, so you need to ensure you time your shots well, because a missed shot will give your opponent an opportunity to score a goal. You can also double team the ball, which can almost ensure a winning shot. Double teams happen when both you and your teammate hit the ball simultaneously. Each character also has access to a special power-up attack. Often these can be useful, as they can help ensure your character hits the ball before your opponent does. Behind each team is a goal. It's your job to shoot that ball into the goal of the opposing team. Much like snooker or Angry Birds, it's all down to the angle you shoot the ball, as that will determine the resultant trajectory of the ball. Ideally, the ball will go into the other team's goal, but if you hit the ball at the wrong angle, it could bounce off of a wall and you could end up scoring an own goal. Some arenas have simple, straightforward goals to shoot into. Some arenas have goals that continuously move around or are intermittently obscured. And some arenas make your side of the court smaller with each winning point you score. There are also different rules that can be set, which directly affect the gameplay. The size and velocity of the ball can change, your speed and gun reload time could be hampered, or the entire floor could become a goal. There are many options to play with. This variety keeps the game interesting and gives each level a bit more identity, and can lead to some very intense matches. While the single player mode is engaging, Hyper Gunsport becomes infinitely more fun with friends, especially if there are 4 of you. Whether it's online or couch co-op, there's lots of fun to be had in a 2v2 match. And much like Mario Kart, Hyper Gunsport is a good game to have in your back pocket for social occasions. The tutorial to learn the controls only takes a few minutes, and that way you can ensure that all of your friends are well equipped to have a good time. There are numerous teams you can select from, each with their own arena, costume changes, and memorable personalities, and I must admit, after the hours I've sunk into this game, there are definitely a few characters that I have grown quite fond of. I also enjoy the brief sassy exchanges the characters have before and after each match, and those exchanges continue in future matches, making references to the previous exchanges. It's nice small touches like this that bring the characters to life. During gameplay, the animation is smooth and consistent. The character graphics are well defined and easy to see, which helps when things on screen get a little chaotic. The backgrounds are detailed but not distracting, which is thoughtful. Some arenas also have day-night alternatives, which makes them feel new. The beautiful pixel art seeps into every facet of the game, including the menus and the cutscenes too. Visually, there is a lot going on in Hyper Gunsport, but thankfully, it never quite gets to the point where it becomes overwhelming. My only ask for a future update is video filters. For example, a good CRT or PVM filter to recreate a proper retro experience. The sound effects are well done and provide all the required immersion, but the real star of the show is the cracking soundtrack by Ice Choir. I'll just let your ears decide with these brief samples. Hyper Gunsport is a unique spin on the volleyball genre. It's easy to pick up and play, and there aren't too many buttons to learn. It's fun in single player, but the long-lasting appeal will definitely be multiplayer with your friends.